Hello again, and welcome to What Nobody Told Me After 65. Today I want to talk to you about grandparents and grandchildren. Increasingly, we've seen grandparents who are now raising their grandchildren, either due to medical issues or issues and circumstances beyond their control that have forced grandparents to become parents again. The numbers of U.S. grandparents responsible for raising a grandchild has increased 30% between the years 2000 and 2010. Now, I know at least one, maybe two people in my circle who are taking care of grandchildren full time. Grandparents who are caring for grandchildren are more likely to be depressed or have health problems. This is because of the stress and the physical demands of raising children again. We've done that once. Now here we're going back again. And in these days and times, we are catching hell. Now, in 2010, 3.1 million grandparents ages 60 and older lived with grandchildren under the age of 18. That's up 2.3 million from 2000. So that's in 10 years. In 2010, about 915,000 of these grandparents had primary responsibility for at least one grandchild. They had to provide for their basic needs: food, clothing, and shelter. In 2000, this total was about 705,000, and that reflected a 30% increase over that 10-year period, over that decade. 43% of these grandparents provided this care in 2010 without the parent being involved at all or even living in the same household. Grandparents who are caregivers are more likely to have low incomes, and their education level may be just to high school. They're also likely to be members of a minority group. And a lot of health issues and depression came from this caregiving. So it's a double-edged sword. You're taking care of children, you're taking care of grandchildren who are now your children, and the children that you gave birth to are not even in the picture. That's a reality. The U.S. government has been looking at policies, putting policies into place. Policies don't work in these situations. Policies are designed to give legislative control over an issue. When you hear about a policy that's put into place, it's because something has gone wrong, somebody has done something wrong, and the way that politicians fix these things is to enact new laws. That doesn't work. We are human beings. We need to be treated as such, and therefore the solutions need to be geared toward humanistic concern as opposed to legislative concern. Politics don't fix everything, and this situation isn't getting any better. We have a crisis in housing, we have a crisis in violence, we have a crisis in young people being angry. They're disrespectful. They're not being taught what we were taught as young people, that you respected your elders. This is a terrible situation. Educators no longer want to educate because the young people are just unruly and disrespectful and mean. We put these laws into place. We're hoping that the they'll have the effect that we want, but that's not always the case. I'm going to look into the current numbers. These numbers that I have are from the Pew Research Center and have not been updated, but I'm going to look for some more current statistics because this is an issue. Listen, I want to thank those of you who have listened to these broadcasts. I want to thank those of you who have commented. Your comments are greatly appreciated. It just lets me know that I'm on the right track, that I'm doing something good. Hopefully somebody in power, somebody in position will take a look at some of these broadcasts that I've done and champion for seniors services and for seniors in these United States of America. I want to thank you for listening. If you find that this information has been helpful, please subscribe and share. And remember, you don't know what you don't know. Thanks for listening.